Hello friends, Captain Mavic here. This video represents the shared passion over this great RC community. When I'm out flying, I try to represent the community in a positive light. And if someone expresses interest, I will educate them and show them what it's all about. It's amazing that you can make friends all over the world just over a shared passion of flight. I hope you enjoy it. What the RC hobby means to me. When I stop for a moment and reflect on how this RC hobby has taken me on a journey, I can't help but to be grateful. You see, I'm a photographer and enjoy capturing a single moment in time that will never be repeated again. Sometimes you need to sculpt the image to turn it into something that you visioned. Other times you capture the moment and just happen to get the timing, lighting, and composition correct in that single shot. In 2015, my perception of life's moments changed when I bought my DJI Phantom 3 Pro. I was now able to see the world from above and all the many patterns and movement that were available. Flying over treetops, yawing around a bell tower, flying over a small waterfall, my life has definitely changed. I knew I had a new responsibility. One, to study the technology and how to use it safely, and follow the guidelines and rules set forth. I've been out of college for many years, but I like to take the new experiences to learn all I can about the new passion. I watch others fly, ask questions, read the documentation. I want to know more. Growing up, I was more of an introvert. When I found this hobby and passion, I found myself in groups with like-minded individuals. I relished with the friendships of others and the possibility to learn more and to push myself to become better. When I first started the RC hobby in 2016, I noticed a separation in the airplane and quadcopter pilots. Each had their own area. On the outside, it seemed that quad pilots were unapproachable because they were behind their goggles and you couldn't just walk up and ask them questions like you can with airplane pilots. As you open up your mind, you can learn new things. It's amazing what you can find out. I went from flying airplanes around a circle to putting on goggles and experiencing what flight really feels like. You put yourself, well, at least your eyes, in the pilot's seat and react to the environment around you. You move the sticks and control the destiny of your flight. Chasing airplanes, cruising over treetops, down mountains, under park benches, etc. This great RC hobby is about getting out and being with friends of like interest, meeting new people, going to RC events, trying new things and learning. It doesn't matter what race, religion, gender, age you are. Most people are approachable and eager to talk RC with you. I've learned just about as much from the young kids up to the seasoned balsa and gas plane pilots. Just free your mind. In the RC hobby, there aren't a whole lot of politics. Sure, there's a discussion of the differences between Spektrum and FrSky, between gas and electric planes, between rotor ride and TBS, between airplane and quadcopter pilots. We realize it's more about opinion, and differences are fine. The RC hobby is about being creative, trying to take a regular Dollar Tree foam board and cutting it and bending it into a glider that flies. Add a motor and electronics and control its flight. Not being afraid of crashing, because we all do it. Rebuild it, get it back into the air, knowing that you created that aircraft. One thing I have observed is that when quadcopter pilots and airplane pilots come together and communicate, a bridge is formed, trust is gained, and the result is some amazing chase footage. The airplane pilot saying, "I'm turning left, I'm going into a dive, I'm doing a barrel roll." Which is more exciting to you to watch? A camera from the ground following the airplane, or being up right next to it, flying it through the air as it flies? I think Flight Test does it best to show you the excitement of taking a vision and turning it into something that flies and capturing the footage as if you were in the cockpit or chasing alongside of it. With Alex flying his quad and chasing Josh on the airplane, the video is just amazing. Flight Test has been a big part of the growth in my RC hobby. I first noticed them on YouTube with all their wonderful videos, videos on how-to, challenges like making a microwave plane, build videos, and much, much more. They are so educational. They also have Flight Test website. There you will find their store, articles on many different topics, podcasts, tips on how to get started. They have forums, and they also have education. They're just a wealth of knowledge in one place. They started off with their Dollar Tree foam board airplanes, showing people that anyone can build a plane and make it fly. You can either buy your own foam board and cut out the plans, which are free, or you can buy their laser cut, pre-cut foam board plans and assemble the plane. There is also Flight Fest. It was started in 2014 with a dream of bringing together like-minded pilots and their families. I highly encourage you to go. I'd only been flying 2 months when I attended my first Flight Fest, and I was hooked. I was even a part of the 300 RC pilots that broke the Guinness Book of World Records of how many airplanes in the air at one time. It's in northern Ohio near Canton. There's a half a mile of farmland dedicated to the RC community to enjoy their passion. People build things, crash things. They even have combats that are epic. There's FPV there, RC trucks and cars, plenty for the family to do and build. There's a saying around there at Flight Fest is, bring those that you love and the planes that you don't. Meaning things will get broken there, but memories will be made. When I first got into this hobby, I was discouraged by crashing. I started practicing on the simulator where crashes are free. Eventually you realize that everyone does it, and that's okay. You can rebuild or buy something new. In 2018, I started flying quadcopters that weren't DJI brand. Learning how to fly in acro mode, I remember going to an indoor fly-in with my box goggles and inductrix. I was amazed on how fast they were flying these little quads. I admit I was intimidated by not knowing about race channel frequencies and how to change a frequency on my quad. I went back to flying airplanes but continued to practice on my own in the simulator. Today, I belong to that same group of pilots and have met some great friends there. Like Jim, who organizes the events and spends his own money to invent these race gates made from PVC and foam board. I get to push myself and become better by racing alongside faster pilots like Pizzy and even the DRL 2018 champion Nurk. So in summary, get out there and fly something, meet new friends, enjoy this great hobby. Happy flying!